Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we'll review how the scene was created and what effects were used to animate it. Let's understand this step by step. Step 1. Decide which part of the body needs to be animated. So when you are animating a character, the first thing you need to decide is which body part or parts will be animated. For this character, I need to animate the head movement, mouth shapes, eye blinking, eyebrows, upper arms, lower arms, and hands for typing movements. For whole body, including squash and stretch effects to show a surprised expression. Step 2. Prepare the character rig based on the first step. So based on the first step, you prepare a rig. Here you can see I have all the body parts separated in different layers, and like the eyebrows, eyes, mouth, head, and then you can see the upper and lower arms, and then the hands. Now these all are under a group. So again, it depends on you. If you plan to reuse your character multiple times, it's better to rig most of the body parts and organize them into the groups. That way you can easily reuse the character in future scenes. Step 3. Decide how each body part will be animated. Most of the time I work with keyframe animation, but in between I also use frame by frame animation. So I usually use different techniques to achieve the final animation for certain body parts, because keyframing is not always practical for everything. So overall, it's a mix of both techniques. So for this animation, if I talk about for the head, arms, that includes upper and lower arms, and the whole body, I have used bones. So here you can see all the body parts are connected through bones. Secondly, for eye blinking, I use frame by frame animation. Now these frames I have created separately in each frame, and this is something which I need to copy and paste with proper gaps between the frames. So for the hands, I use frame by frame animation to show finger movement. Now you can see 3 types of hands are drawn in different frames. Now each hand has or is included in 2 frames. Now these are repeated multiple times to achieve the final result of typing. So you can also use bone animation for hands, but for that you need to rig each finger individually and add bones to them, which I feel is time consuming. So I personally prefer frame by frame animation here. Right, then the eyebrows, I use the frame again frame by frame animation here, where I do not have much changes in the eyebrow, and it changes when the character gets surprised or gets a surprise call. So that's where there's a change in the expression. That's where I have used 2 different frames. For the mouth, I use select from markers. So here you can find all the mouth shapes under select from markers. So that's where I have used these different mouth shapes. All mouth shapes are stored as symbols so that it can be reused easily. Step 4. Animate body parts one by one instead of animating everything at the same time. So one mistake as a beginner we all do is trying to animate the entire character at once. That often makes the animation process confusing and difficult to manage. Instead, I recommend animating body parts one by one. Start with the major movement first, like the body or the head motion, because that usually defines the overall action and timing of the scene. Many movements like typing with hands may last only 1 to 2 frames. Again, this depends on how fast or slow the character is typing. Important tip, check the bone hierarchy if something moves independently. Sometimes a body like the eyebrows or mouth may start moving independently from the head. In that case, check the bone hierarchy and confirm whether the facial features are linked properly to the head bone. If not, you can simply fix it by assigning the character parent bone. The good thing is that you can do this at any stage of the animation process. So for this example, if you see, I have the mouth shape and the eyes. Those are separately connected to the bone. In case there's a situation where your mouth is not moving along with your head, or your eyes are not moving along with your head, then you need to uh, create a bone here, which is additional bone, and this is something you can do at any stage of your animation. So that's all I wanted to discuss about how I plan my animations. If you have any questions or maybe even better suggestions, please leave them in the comments. Also, let me know which country you are watching from. Thank you so much and see you in the next video.